Hello stock stalkers, welcome back. Markets have just now closed. I'm sure many of you must be waiting for my update on Multiply. Today we are seeing a negative reaction. By the way, this is exactly what I had mentioned in my yesterday's video, and in case if you have missed that, I will provide an iCard right at the top. Do watch it so that you can understand when you see similar kind of price action in the market in any of the stocks, you can take the right decision. Anyhow, let's proceed. Today Multiply opened with a bang at 2.75. Clearly this was a gap up opening, and from here it traveled very nicely till about 2.95. This was clearly a bull trap. Many of the buyers, those who bought right at the top, are now trapped. They are in losses, and this is exactly what I had mentioned in my yesterday's video. We are seeing Multiply is now extended. Check out, the rally started from about 2.15 area. We are seeing all green candles, and on the way up it broke the resistance, that is 2.35, 2.45 area. Also it broke important resistance of 2.65. Now the question comes, will it sustain? Exactly, this is what I keep mentioning in my members video as well. When market goes through important area of resistance, this is very strong resistance, these are minor resistance areas, so it broke the resistance very easily. But this is a tough nut to break, that is 2.65 area, and today when it opened with a gap up, I was quite confident that this would not sustain. Let me explain you the reason. Let me clear up the chart, and yes, now we can see more clearly. The reason why I was expecting a downfall in Multiply is because, check this out, many buyers must have entered at the lower levels at the time of breakout of this resistance area, or even at this resistance area. So when market keeps going up and it opens with a gap up, and when it climbs up suddenly, obviously those who bought at the lower levels, they must be enjoying good profits, and this comes down for a profit booking very easily. One big selling pressure right at the top, and we can see domino effect. This is exactly what we saw today. So this is a very good example of how bulls are trapped, or how buyers get trapped right at the top due to FOMO. What happens is, when Multiply started to climb up from 2.15 area, many of them must have missed this big move. Yesterday Multiply hit limit up, and many buyers must be thinking again there are very high chances it may hit the next area of resistance by doing a limit up again. So that hardly happens, and with current geopolitical tensions, traders and investors are booking profits early, and this is exactly what we did with this green candle. I was very patient and calm right at the opening. Even if it would have gone up, I would not take entries because this stock is now a bit extended. I would have waited for a correction and then I will take entries. So now what can happen from here? Well, next area of support, that is around 2.45 to 2.50. Multiply can come down to retest this zone and then maybe bounce up, and it may hit our next area of resistance or the target, that is 3.15 to 3.17. Or in order to be safe tomorrow, it has to open with a big gap up, so that this zone, that is today's closing, becomes support. In case if it comes down, buyers will try to defend this zone, and then we can expect a sideways momentum or a continuation to the upside. But in case if it opens flat, that is exactly at the place where it has closed today at 2.61, then there are very good chances it may come down to retest support zone, establish base, and then we may see continuation to the upside. So to summarize, Multiply is now going through a correction. A big gap up tomorrow will save Multiply so that it does not come down lower. Obviously those who entered right at the top, they will have to be patient. They are trapped as of now. They will try to exit the positions when Multiply goes up, or if it goes down further, they will have to eventually book losses. So that's the reason, guys, I had mentioned in my yesterday's video very clearly, do not come under any kind of FOMO. Wait for proper setup, let the price come to you, and then take entries. Finally, Dubai Financial Market Index broke to the downside, and yes, it closed below our support area, that is 4,240, that we have been talking for the last 2 weeks. Also in my yesterday's video, I had mentioned this area will be very soon visited, that is 4,200 points. Check this out, today we are seeing a solid red candle right into our support zone. Firstly, let me clarify why I had mentioned that sooner or later we will see market visiting this zone. Check this out. This is the green candle that it printed yesterday. It had retested this zone after a long time. All these times we were seeing wicks at the bottom. Market was trying to come down, but buyers were defending this zone. This time we could not see buyers in this zone. We saw market bouncing off from lower area, that is 4200. It means this is new territory for DFM index as of now. After the breakout, this was the breakout area on 12th of February 2024, and from here it's just going sideways, trying to spike up but nothing productive, and from here we are seeing downside momentum. So as of now, bearish chart pattern, that is head and shoulder pattern, is activated. This was the neckline that we have been talking, that is our supply and demand area. 4240 is taken out. Yes, this is negative. Overall trend is still to the upside, you can see, but after going sideways and making this chart pattern, that is head and shoulder, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder of the chart pattern, and this is the neckline that broke today. We can see clear closing below the neckline, which is very negative, and from here there are very good chances it may visit 4140 points. That is the next support area. Market will be sensitive and a bit bearish till the time it's trading below this support zone. Once we see a breakout again of this area right here, this area, once this is taken out, then there are chances it will try to move up again, possibly retest 4360 and then maybe 4400. As of now, sentiments are a bit negative. Important support is taken out. Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange Index also closed negative, but trust me, there are very good opportunities in ADX market. I will show one of the stocks. Let me first finish with ADX Index. This is our area of interest as of now, that is 9250 area. Market is just trying to hover around this zone. Today we saw a negative candle again. We did not see a follow through after this green candle. And yes, this is also following similar kind of pattern as we saw in DFM. Check this out. Previously, this zone is defended by the market, and after so many weeks when market again tried to come down, we could not see buying pressure, and it made a low till about 9175. So market have revisited today again here, and there are good chances our next area of support will be tested. Only one scenario can save both the markets. We should see big gap ups in big stocks tomorrow so that they can hold the index and it can continue its upside momentum. If at all stocks in DFM and ADX open with gap down, then be ready, we can see more downside. One of the best performing stock in ADX market today was Bayanat, and this was the place where I had mentioned to my members this is a perfect place for entry. Now let me also give you my reasoning why I had recommended this stock. This is the area where it has been trading for so many weeks. This is a range based stock. We can see it was trading between 2.50 and 2.60. This was the breakout candle. I had mentioned any entries should be only planned about 2.60. Those who missed entries here, market went up, came down for a retest. I had recommended this stock in my yesterday's video as well. And from here, check this out, it went till about 2.97, got rejected to close at 2.79. So this is a perfect entry we took right at the time of breakout about 2.60. I booked my profits around 2.80 as this was resistance. As you can see previously when it was trying to cross, it got rejected. This is seller's area. Right here we can see this was the first attempt. Remember one thing, whenever market visits the same zone after a long time, sellers are still sitting in this zone. Why is it? Those who bought right at the top around this zone were still in pain because price came down, they are in losses and they are waiting now. Whenever the price comes up, they will start to offload their positions, so at least they can come out of break even or minimal losses. And exactly this is what we are seeing right into our zone. When price went up, many people must have bought right at the top thinking it will continue upside, but they don't notice that this is resistance area and it's visiting after a long time. So definitely we will see some kind of negative reaction. I hope guys you understood this concept what I'm trying to explain you, so that you can keep this in mind, and when you see such kind of price action in another stocks, you can take your decisions accordingly. Hit the like button if you understood this concept, share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.